Okay, let's start in child's pose. You can bring your knees together or apart. And then walk your hands forward, bring your forehead to the floor. And start to breathe consciously, feeling your weight settling onto your mat. And let's walk our hands over to the left. Keeping that right armpit down towards the floor. Plant your right palm and stretch back through your right hip, opening up the side body. And then let's walk hands over to the right. So again, keeping that left armpit turned down to the floor. Plant your left palm, reach back through your left hip. Breathe deeply to open up the left side of your body. And let's walk hands back to center. And we're going to come straight into our first downward dog. So bring your hands forward a little bit, curl your toes under, and lift your hips. So spreading your fingers wide, press into your knuckles and fingers. And let's bend the knees one by one, walking the dog here. Feeling that stretch, opening up the back of your legs. Really stretching through the sides of your body as you push the floor away. And then bending both knees a bit, lift your hips to the ceiling, reach down through your heels. Curl your triceps in and up. And let's lift your right leg up in the air, bend your right knee, open your hips out to the side, stretching open the hips here. Squeeze your heel in towards your butt and lift your knee. And from here, we're going to bring our right knee to the nose. So shifting weight forward, squeeze your knee in towards your nose. Holding it here, belly in. And then step that right foot all the way through in between your hands. And just feeling a little stretching in the hips here, sinking a little bit. And we're going to set the back heel down and come up into a warrior two. So squeezing the hips open, right knee pointing forward. Reach your arms in opposite directions, bending generously into that front leg. Just make sure the knee doesn't come past the toes. Let's reverse. Bring that left hand to the left knee, reach up and over, stretching open the right side of your body. And then come back to warrior two, and let's straighten that front leg. Come into our triangle, so shift the hips back. Bring the right hand lightly in front of the right knee and reach up through the left arm. Making sure to pull your abdomen in. Keep a nice straight spine here. Legs should be strong and engaged, supporting your body. And now we're going to do some arm circles. So reach forward with that left arm, and then down and back, and we open the chest up to the side again as you reach up. Let's do that a few more times. Reaching forward, down, and back, and completing the circle. And again, really reaching with your arm. All right, let's bend the right knee, bring back into our warrior two. And then we're going to shift forward, reach forward with the right hand, and then that right hand is going to come to the inside of the right leg and reach up with your left hand, another form of triangle. Press down into that right heel. lightly touching with your fingertips to the floor and then reaching and stretching up through the left fingertips. And from here, we're just going to turn to face the floor, coming back into our low lunge. We're going to come back into our three-legged dog. So press hands into the floor and reach back with the right leg. And right foot down. Let's lift the left leg in the air. Bend your left knee, open your hips out to the side. Squeeze your heel and lift your knee. And we're gonna bring knee to nose, shifting the weight forward, curling your back, lifting the knee off the floor. And let's step that left foot forward and through in between your hands. And just take a minute here to square the hips, sink down, feeling that stretch. And then set the back heel down, back foot at a diagonal, and we're gonna come up into our warrior two. So make sure your left knee is pointing straight ahead. Sink down into the front leg, reach your arms, back leg strong. Think about squeezing the heels in towards each other, activating the inner thighs. And then we're going to reverse, lightly touching the right knee with the right hand and reach up and over with the left arm. No change in the legs. And come back to warrior two. Let's straighten the front leg, kick the hips back, and come down, bringing that left hand to lightly touch in front of the left knee. Reach up with your right arm, reaching and stretching in opposite directions, stomach in. Make sure your spine is supported and long. And we're going to do that same arm circle. So reach forward and down and back and up. Let's do two more of those. Keeping that abdomen nice and strong. Keeping the legs strong. Last one. All right, let's come back into our warrior two, bending into that front knee. And we're going to shift your weight forward, or bring your left arm forward and then left arm down. So lightly touching with the left fingertips to the floor in front of the left leg. And then reach your right arm up. So again, abdomen in to support your spine. Legs strong. Ideally, your left thigh is parallel to the ground. And from here, just face the floor, going back into the low lunge. And then we're going to step left leg back into our three-legged dog. Lift your left leg. And left foot down. You know, come way up on your toes, up on the balls of your feet. Bend your knees down to the floor. We're going to come straight to a squat from here. So widen your feet to the edges of your mat. Sit back and then bring the heels in and the knees out. And whatever feels good for you in your squat today, you can have your hands together at the center of your chest, pressing your knees apart with your elbows. Or you can just round your spine here, allowing your arms to rest on the floor. And now we're going to come into our dangle. So start to straighten your legs, bring your feet parallel to each other, hip width apart, knees bent, upper body hanging to the floor. Grab your opposite elbows. Can you feel your spine decompressing here? Release your elbows, let's toe heel the feet together so the toes are touching and there's a gap between your heels. stomach in, and let's just round up slowly, stacking your spine. Let's reach the arms up. And palms together at the center of your chest. All right, let's shift weight into the left foot and raise the right knee up. Let's just lightly hold that right knee. And we're going to take the right hand, slide it down to the ankle, try to bring that right knee behind you. And you're holding at the ankle on the outside of the ankle. So find your balance here, left leg strong, hips level. And bring the left arm out. Then you can start to tip forward as you kick your heel away from your butt and into your hand. You're trying to keep that right knee right in the center line of your body, so don't let the right knee flare out to the side. And eventually coming down until your abdomen is parallel to the floor. Maybe you fall out, that's totally fine. Just come back in. And then slowly come back to our starting position, raising your knee up in front of you. And let's take your peace fingers, grab your big toe, and send your right leg out to the side. Leg can be bent. From here, let's come into our figure four position. So bring the outside of the right ankle to the left knee, palms together at the center of your chest, and sit down. Slowly come back up, feet together. And let's do the other side. So shift weight into the right foot. Lift the left knee up and lightly hold. Find your balance here. Right leg strong and steady. Then take the left hand, slide down, grab the ankle. Bring the left leg behind you. And again here, you can find your balance. Eyes focused on one point in front of you. Then right arm can come out in front. And we start to tip the body forward. Taking that left ankle back into your hand, trying to bring space between your heel and your butt. And upper body coming down. Just make sure the left knee is not coming out to the side. Your left hip is not turning out to the side, it's staying down towards the floor. And coming back to our starting position, bringing the knee back in front. And let's take the two peace fingers of the left hand, grab the left toe, and bring that left leg out to the side. Again, finding your balance here. And then bringing this left ankle to the right knee, sitting down into our figure four on the other side. And slowly come back up, feet together, arms down. And let's inhale, arms up, and forward fold. And let's come down into child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Okay, let's do that sequence one more time, starting with our downward dog. So walk your hands forward, curl your toes under, and lift your hips up. Lift your right leg in the air, bend your right knee, open your hips to the side. Bring your right knee to your nose. Step your right foot through. Set your back heel down, come up into warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. First triangle. Reach your left arm up, abdomen in, strong core. Warrior two. Shift your torso forward, come into our second triangle. Arms are perpendicular to the floor, legs strong, look up to your thumb. And then back into our low lunge. And back into three-legged dog. Lift the right leg. And right foot down. Now lift your left leg. Bend your knee, open your hips out to the side. Feel that nice stretch. And then bring your knee to your nose. And step your left foot through. And then back heel down, come up into warrior two. Legs strong. Shoulders down. And let's reverse. And back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Shift your hips back. And then arms come perpendicular to the floor. Lightly touching that left hand to knee and then reaching up. Come back to warrior two. Shift your upper body forward and then bringing that left arm in front of the left leg. Arms perpendicular to the floor. Legs strong, big bend in that front leg. Open your chest out. And then face the floor, low lunge. And come back into three-legged dog, left leg up. And left foot down. All right, let's come up on the balls of your feet. Bend your knees all the way to the floor. And then let's open the toes out to the side. And then swivel, so knees are out, heels in, coming into our squat. Really trying to feel your lower back release here. And then start to straighten your legs coming into our dangle, feet hip width apart, knees bent, stomach in. Grab your elbows. Release your elbows, bring your toes together. The gap between your heels, stomach in. Slowly round up, one vertebra at a time. Arms up. Big inhale, and then hands to the center of your chest. All right, let's shift the weight all over that left foot. Lift your right knee, lightly holding. Slide the right hand to the right ankle and bring that right foot behind you. So trying to keep the knees hip width apart throughout this. Left leg, left arm up and start to tip forward. So your right knee goes straight back. Right hip stays down towards the floor. We're reaching back with the foot and forward with the arm. Trying to find a perfect balance of pulling. And slowly come back to our starting position, right knee in front of you. Let's grab the right toe, big right toe, fingers. And extend your right leg out. And then coming into figure four, right ankle to left knee. And sit down. And back to standing feet together. And shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your left knee in front. Grab the left ankle. Bring the left leg behind you. Right arm up. And start to tip forward. Taking that left foot back, reaching the right arm forward. Making sure that left hip stays turned down, not out. And slowly come back to left knee raised in front. Let's grab the big left toe, extend your left leg out. And then into our figure four. And stand, feet together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. And let's come back into our child's pose. And then sitting up, let's swing the legs in front. And let's do a happy cow face. So let's cross the right knee on the floor in front of you and stack the left leg on top. And then let's take arms in front for eagle arms, left arm underneath the right, twist up the elbows and the wrists, palms together. So feel this stretching in the hips and the shoulders. Untwist the arms, lean back to release the legs. And then let's bring that left leg crossed on the floor in front of you. Right leg over the top. And then we'll bring the arms out, cross under the right arm underneath. This time, twist at your elbows and wrists. Nice deep breaths, feeling this stretching the back of the shoulders. And untwist the arms. Lean back, release the legs. Spring the legs out in front for just a simple forward fold. So inhale, arms up. And forward fold over your legs. And slowly stack your spine. And let's come all the way down on our backs for a reclining twist. So leave the left leg long, pull the right knee in, and then use your left hand to pull your right knee across. You can use that left hand to weight down the right knee. Right arm can come out to the side. Maybe try cactus arm on the right. Bring the hips back to center. Let's hug both knees in, realign the spine. And then right leg out long. Use your right hand to pull your left knee across. And you can leave that right hand to weight down your left knee. And then left arm out to the side. Maybe a bend at the elbow. And then bring your hips back to center. Again, let's hug your knees in. Maybe bring your nose to your knees. And then legs come out long, arms by your side for 2 minutes Savasana. So tuck your shoulder blades underneath. And just relaxing here as much as possible. Try to keep your mind focused on your breath. Belly breathing, watching your abdomen rise and fall. Your mind is wandering, bring it back to your abdomen, watching your abdomen rise and fall with each breath. And now start to deepen your breath. Move your fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. If you'd like, bring your arms over your head for a full body stretch, deep breath. And then either turn onto your side and push up or roll on your spine back to seated.